Hey there, YouTube. I actually just recently decided that I was going to take up vlogging. I talk a lot and I'm very opinionated, so I figured that I would give this a try. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the lies that girls tell. We're really good liars and we lie a lot. So the first one is, I'm fine. If you have to ask us if we're okay or if something's wrong, odds are we're not. And we'll lie to you and tell you that we're fine even though we're not, because girls can never be upfront about something like this. If something's really bothering them and they're really upset about it, they're not just going to come out and be like, this upset me, or this person said this and it really bothered me, or this happened, or I got a bad grade on this and it just bothers me a lot and I'm really upset about it. No girl comes out and just does that. We all, whenever the question's first asked, the answer is pretty much always, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong. And especially when it's a guy talking to you, asking you this, because for some reason, as girls, we can never come out and tell a guy something's wrong, because we crave for them to reach out to us and try to figure out what's wrong with us. It's not so much as we don't trust you enough to tell you, it's we want you to reach out and try to figure out. We want you to show that you care enough to try to figure out what's wrong with us and to try to help us. When it comes to, like, one of your girlfriends asking you, are you okay? Most of the time we'll open up and tell them, but when it comes to guys, a lot of us just don't want to just come out and say it. We want you to try to figure out what's wrong because we crave to know that you care. Another one is, it wasn't that expensive, or it was on sale. It wasn't on sale. It was that expensive, and you're just going to really have to deal with the money that I spent on it. If we bought it, and we already have it, first of all, it's too late to do anything about it, because if we wanted it that bad that we spent that much money on it, we're not taking it back. So you can be mad about how much we spent on it all you want. It's not going back to the store. And this is more of one of the lies that I could see one of my shopaholic friends telling. I don't really care for shopping. Shopping bores me to tears, actually. My mom and a lot of my friends hate taking me shopping because I'm constantly going, are we done yet? Can we leave now? But I'm so not a girl, because most girls are like, oh, let's go to the mall, let's go shopping, let's go to this store, and I'm just like, no. But yeah. So another one is, I love everything about you. No, you don't. You really shouldn't tell people this, first of all, because you have just inflated this person's ego to, like, the size of Texas, because that means that nothing that they do, that everything about them is just perfect, and there is nobody out there like that. Everybody has something that they do that drives you up the walls, and more specifically, your significant other, your boyfriend. He usually has little things that he does, like little comments that he makes, little noises that he makes, little things that he'll do from time to time that make you want to rip his hair out. And every girl is guilty of telling them that nothing that they do bothers them, and that, no, I just love everything about you. I wouldn't change a thing about you. I love you so much. But if they stopped doing this, like the comments that they made, if they stopped doing that, or the noises that they make, or these little things that they do little things about them, if they stopped doing them, you wouldn't exactly miss them. You wouldn't exactly be upset that they stopped doing them. And, yeah, that definitely, you really can't love everything about a person. I mean, you can love all of them. That's completely different. You can love all of somebody and accept that they have these annoying traits, and you love them regardless, and that's great. That's so good that you can do that. But you don't love everything about a person. Like, there's really no way. I have best friends, people I've known forever, that have little things they do that just irritate the crap out of me. And everybody's guilty of it. It's not something that just few people do. It's everybody. Another one is, my battery died. No, it didn't. We just really didn't want to answer the phone when you called. We didn't want to text you back or instant message you back or any of the above, because odds are we were talking about something that I really didn't care to discuss, or you were really just boring the hell out of me and I'm done talking to you. Or, yeah, really, it's more. This lie is used a lot more whenever you're talking about something that you really don't want to discuss, like a past relationship, or you're talking to somebody that apparently likes you and you don't necessarily feel the same way about them, and you really don't want to hurt them by telling them that, so you just give up talking to them. And that's when this lie is used a lot. But a lot of the times, guys can tell when we're lying about our battery dying, because one, a lot of girls make the mistake of, like, being on Facebook, like, chatting with somebody on Instant Messenger, and then being like, hey, my battery died, or being like, my battery's about to die, so I have to go. And then, like, 10 minutes later, they'll update their Facebook status. I mean, that's kind of a giveaway right there. But, yeah, that's one that I'm guilty of using a lot. Another one is, I trust you. If you have to ask us, at that moment, we really don't trust you. That something's going on, you're going to go out, you're going to do something that we're not exactly sure that we want you doing, because there's going to be, like, say, a girl that you don't necessarily like there, or an ex-girlfriend of yours, or there's really a lot of explanations, but, okay, I'll give you an example. Your boyfriend's going out to a party with some of his guys that, it's a person's party that you don't particularly know, and they were invited, but you weren't, so you told him he could go with his boys, and you know that there's going to be girls from the school there, and there's going to be drinking, and all you keep thinking is, what if he meets somebody? What if he gets drunk and he does something that he shouldn't? And you just, as girls, we always think worst case scenario when our boys are going, or when our boyfriends are going off without us. It's just something we do naturally as girls, and you never want to actually tell them that you don't trust them. Like, when they ask you, do you think something's going to happen? Do you trust me? You don't have to worry. You're not going to come out and say, no, I don't trust you. Because then you're going to have to go through the whole argument. Well, why don't you trust me? I've never done anything to make you not trust me. And then you have to deal with that on your back, and then they're going to leave, and then it's going to be this big chaotic thing, because then when they know that you don't trust them, they're going to go out and probably do something to make you not trust them. And it's just this big ordeal as guys and girls that we all go through. But you have to ask us if we trust you. We probably don't. Another one is, I don't think about other men. That's a lie, because every girl is guilty of, is the grass greener on the other side? Like, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a guy that you know or go to school with, or somebody that you know in general. We have a habit of when we see famous guys on TV, or we go to the movies, or hot musicians that we know, we have a habit of thinking what it would be like with them. And see, guys are guilty of it too, and we don't particularly mind as much with guys, but for some reason it bothers guys more to know that we think about what it would be like with other men. Like, say you go to the movies with your boyfriend and you see a movie with Chris Pine, because I think he is one of the most sexiest things on the face of this earth. You see him in a movie, and your boy can obviously tell that you really like him, and you are kind of, when he's on the screen, because he is dead sexy. And it'll bother them, and they'll ask you about it, and you can tell them that you don't think about him like that, and that you love him, and that you want to be with him, and yada yada, and that's all fine and dandy, and you probably do love him, and you want to be with him, but you can't say that you didn't think about being in bed with Chris Pine, because everybody has. Well, probably not everybody, but I know I have. But, anyway, next slide. This is the last one, and probably the biggest one. Tell me the truth. I won't get mad. This is the biggest lie that all girls tell, because when you tell a guy this, you know the truth already. You know that he's done something, that he's told somebody something that he wasn't supposed to, and you know already. And it bothers you, but it doesn't really bother you as much until you hear them say it, until you hear them admit it. And we ask you because we want to hear you tell us the truth. We want to know that we can ask you and you're going to be honest with us and not lie to us. And when we ask you and you're going to kind of avoid it and you're going to be like, no, you're going to get mad. I don't want to talk about this. And then, of course, we're always going to come out, tell me the truth, baby, please. I won't get mad. I promise. But whenever he tells you that he kissed another girl at a party the other night, you're going to get mad. It's inevitable. And there's really nothing you can do. And as girls, we pretend that we're not mad because we promised you that we wouldn't be. And then you do something else, or you say something, or you make a comment, or we get into a little argument, and it's like World War III, because all of that anger that we've had, that we've built up from when we told you that we wouldn't get mad, it's coming out on you then. And it's bad. It's like World War III. It's a big deal. Even though you could be arguing over where you're going for dinner that night. But, yeah, so this is my first blog. I really hope you guys liked it. So I'm going to try to figure out a schedule of when I'm going to post these and when I'm not. And if you have a topic that you want me to talk about, you can send it to me in a message or hit me up on Facebook. My name on Facebook is April Sweetheart Nicole. And Sweetheart is spelled S-U-I-T-E and then heart, like the hotel room. But, yeah, so I hope you guys like it.